So welcome to our press conference here after the triple A mains in the Matrix Modify class at ETS round number 4 in Germany. We are joined here by Yannick Prumper, who finished 5th for Team Yokomo. Then we have Tim Wahl, 4th position for Team Awesomatics. 3rd place driver Mark Reinhardt, also for Awesomatics. On the 2nd spot, Mugen Saikis, Ronald Volker, and the race winner, Lucas Urbain from France, also driving for Awesomatics. Welcome to the show, guys. And the first question goes immediately to race winner Lucas. Lucas, you took A1 after a real thriller yesterday evening. And you also won the second A-main, which maybe looked a little bit like an easy win on the screen. But just talk us a little bit through your 2 A-mains and what are your suggestions about the race?
Well, I guess it was the completely opposite experience, A1 and A2. A1, it was a nail-biter. Didn't have really a good time. I had to look in my mirrors the whole time. But A2, different story. Turn 1 and it was pretty much over and I could just cruise around till the end. And enjoy every second, like let it sink in the whole time and enjoying every lap until the end. And what a relief after a thrilling A1.
Did you expect something to happen behind you between Ronald and Mark, or
absolutely not? I mean,
something like that, maybe?
Yes, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Me too, actually. But, actually, I'm always prepared for something to happen, but I put every chances on my side. I made some setup change to my car, and it felt absolutely lovely in the warm up. So I was ready, and then it was. It was actually not needed in the end. I just could drive around and win.
Okay, so Ronald, for you, second A-main, the start was maybe not perfect. What happened from your perspective, from your side of view, in the second A-main?
Unlike yesterday in A1, I lost the rear slightly in the first corner, which was still okay, but I came back to the apex, but because I lost like a 10th, basically it was a chain reaction. I couldn't avoid it, and then the massacre happened, and it was game over for me. The car was banned afterwards. I think I still did the best lap, but it was over. Not sure if I would have been able to put enough pressure, but we never will find out. So
and then you got the job done in A3 to seal at least the second position ahead of Mark with a clean drive. Mark, when we're now coming to you, Ronald already told his story about A2. Just tell us your story.
Yeah, I mean, he said it already. To me it was a bigger slide than he said now. But he was kind of sideways. I think without me hitting him, he would have made a 180, I guess. It just looked like he was already. I think I hit the side. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I didn't watch it actually. But from this moment on, I was just involved in any crash. I think what happened on the track. I just kept going. I was like, okay, I think I was 5th or 6th at one point. Okay, just keep going. But then another incident, and I just kept driving. Car also didn't feel good that moment because I think I got many hits. But it was also game over in A2 then.
But you still had the chance in A3 to move up to second spot on the podium if you had the chance to win the last A-main. How was the third A-main from your perspective, from your side of driving and car-wise?
Yeah, it started good yet again, like a pretty bad start, let's say this, so like the first 1.5 minutes. But there was no room to make a clean pass, and also with this guy behind. So I knew if he finished in front of me, I'm also off the podium. So I also had to look back as well. So after some small mistakes from my side in the last final, I just had to settle for second in this final and third overall.
Ronald, how important was it for you to finally seal the second place overall here from the race? I think you had been traveling here with the goal to win, but now you're walking away with second place.
Sure, I wanted to win, but P2 was the maximum we were able to do. A3 was weird again. I had a perfect warm-up laps, and then like Mark said, I was sliding in the beginning and trying to just keep it on track and not having Mark too close. And there was also some
backmarker issues.
Backmarkers where it made more excitement for the spectators, but it was really difficult to keep it going. And P2 is still a good result for the championship, but it's difficult now. Without a win in the championship, you won't win overall, so it's difficult.
Okay.
I think we forgot something to congratulate him because he he just deserved to win it because he won 4 qualifying rounds and 2 finals. So we're just talking about our mess. But I mean,
Anyway, it doesn't matter winning by this or this.
yeah,
much
but
doesn't
still,
matter.
we're just talking about us. But like, yeah, no one says that he deserves to win. So yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody could see on the stream that he deserved to win. The whole weekend his performance was super good. But now I just want to have a quick word with Tim Wahl, who finished in 4th position. Tim, 4th place in this very high competitive field of drivers is a great result for you. You had come a little bit kind of, I wouldn't say under the radar in the event, but you picked up a lot of pace during the event. Maybe just tell us a little bit about your result and what are your thoughts about P4 in the end?
Well, so honestly speaking, the goal was just to make the A main in the end or before the event. Since the practice or started, I thought, yeah, okay, it should be possible for sure. But I did some changes, I think, to Q3 and 4 to gain some serious speed. And after Q4, I thought, yeah, it could be possible to maybe catch 1 or 2 of the Yokomo guys. But for sure, I got the massacre I used to gain some places. I just closed the eyes and however I went through. And then afterwards, I just took it easy. And now in A3, I just cruised around it, took it in the end. So for sure, P4 was the maximum I could get. I would also love to keep P6 in the end.
Yeah, so I think many people know that you are also kind of doing a lot of customer support at the ETS races. You're caring about a lot of Awesomatics drivers, helping them set up the cars and wrenching for if they have some problems. How difficult is it for you to do all these things beside your own racing? How difficult is it to be focused 100% when you go on the driver's stand to race your own race?
Honestly, it's really hard for me. And if I be honest, I could not, if I race, I could not focus on all the guys which are on the track. So in my opinion, I need to decide which is the focus point. Now I thought it's time to come back somehow, but I don't know how to keep it or if I keep it. Let's see how I feel and how it's going.
Yeah, so we are already looking forward to that. Now we're talking to Yannick Prumper for Team Yokomo. Yannick, you finished 5th overall. Are you a little bit disappointed with the result, or do you think P5 is pretty okay concerning the complete weekend?
Actually, it's let's say a bigger pill to swallow because practice, our car, Christopher's and my car was always good. Every practice one, I think we had kind of the best 5 minutes pace, or in practice 4 minutes pace, and yeah, that's why we expect better than it actually worked out. P5 and P7 for Christopher, I think. Yeah, Q1, my car was also great, but I fucked it up on my own. I think I lost the talent in Q1. But I also had some issues with my electronics, which I solved for A1, unfortunately. Yeah, but overall, also the A1 was also not good for my driving wise, and the A2 was a massacre. But this happens. It's also with 11 cars on a tight layout. It's always hard. And A3 was also the pace was also good. I could catch or keep the pace with Mark and Ronald, and then some back markers. Yeah, but this happens actually. But overall, it's one tears in the eye, and the other is shining.
Okay, so mixed feelings for you. What about the car? Because I think that the outdoor season was maybe not as good as the last season was with the BD11. But now on carpet, your cars look to be very competitive and very strong.
Yes, as you said, the outdoor season was, let's say, quite decent. That's why after practice we wanted to give everything into the qualifying because we have nothing to lose. Our championship is anyway gone, and that's why we thought we can make a full attack on the qualifiers and in the final, which didn't work out unfortunately. But overall on practice we are competitive, and we are already looking forward for down, and hopefully can do better than this race.
Okay, so the last quick questions for Lucas, Ronald, and Mark. Lucas, what do you think? Who is the driver with the best chances for the championship, or what do you expect from yourself at the end of the season?
Well, I mean, in my side, with being absent in Aigen and also not too good result in Nonana, I really needed this result to keep my championship hopes alive. So yeah, all in for down. I'm back in the race, so yeah, I'll try everything to keep doing what I'm doing and hopefully win again or at least stay on the podium.
Ronald, your thoughts about this topic, championship?
I think it's wide open. With Michael Orlovsky having, I think he was sitting out 2 races, so he has to deliver the next 2. And I didn't have a win yet, but with Mark, Lucas, and Michael, I think it's difficult to challenge them. I think I can still win by myself if I make both TQ wins, but this will be very, very difficult.
Okay, and the last question for you, Mark. How big are your hopes for the title?
I think it's, like Ronald said, right open. But I think the winner of this weekend is Orlovsky, sitting in Florida, not being here, and Lucas taking the win. I think now to be honest, it's Michael and Lucas, because they're both. I mean, Michael has 2 wins. You have a win in a second.
Yeah.
And I have a win and 2 thirds, I think. So I think right now it's more to Lucas and Orlovsky.
Okay, so we will approach round 5 and round 6 with a big excitement. That was the press conference here with Yannick.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah, you can.
Who is your driver of the weekend?
The driver of the weekend, if I have to pick
is it Lucas,
somebody.
the winner, or for example Tim that improved? Yeah, okay, except the modified guys.
Yeah, so when we check the overall weekend, I would also say Phil Langner, who won the 21.5 stock class and also scored a podium in the Fronty class. For the modified class, I would say 2 drivers. Lucas, because of the clean sweep in qualifying, the great performance, and also Tim Wahl, who gained the most positions in the A-main, made it from P6 to P4. What are your thoughts, Yannick?
Actually the same.
Okay, so
you
Looks
did a
like
good job.
Automatics paid more money to Ronald than you guys.
so a perfect end to our press conference. Thank you for joining us here at ETS round number 4. We will see us in Dawn at the end of January for the next round. We wish you and your families a great and relaxed and peaceful Christmas time, and we see us in the next year at the ETS.